if after Satan, for whom is defined as the angel who in Jewish belief is commanded by God to tempt humans to sin, to accuse the sinners, and to carry out God's punishment, tried to tempt me, then I burst into flame, into a legal flame, right? For which is defined as a condition or appearance suggesting a flame or burning, such as burning zeal or passion, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida, on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. Then am I not the legal, historical, biblical, religious, spiritual, financial, mental, and federal light that for will ever shine in the Satan's darkness, that has revealed Satan's God as the tempter of humans? Right? If you have a definition, and in that definition, Satan has a God. So now, if you're mad with me, who ancestors were denied of the right to read and write, and in my self-defense, in my life story, right, I'm using your dictionary to define your understanding. This is not my understanding. This is your understanding. I'm a descendant of slaves, right? You have taken from my Indian ancestors and you have converted my native language into your language. Then on my African ancestors, you have turned my native language into your language. So in order for me to show competency, I can't speak my language because my language is not your language. This is history. So I have to then use your ledger, right? That tells how long an inch is, right? See, because this your map. See, I'm reading your treasure map. See, because this is what the descendant of slaves don't understand. If you have to be as wise as Satan, then you have to be divine, because Satan has a God according to the definition. See, the angel who in Jewish belief is commanded by God. So now, if you are not divine, how can you defeat an angel and a God by definition? So this is what I'm telling my friends. I'm saying, well, and my family members, I'm saying, well, I have a wife and 2 kids. If I listen to you, if I would have listened to my friends tell me to give up, move on, get another job, this, right? And I didn't go and listen to my father and my mother, my mother who told me when I was 6 years old that if I learned the laws, I would be a lawyer when I needed to be one. And my father, when I was 14 years old and in trouble, told me to go to the law library if I ever got in trouble. Now, if I would have listened to my friends, right, how could I testify to what I did in court if I would have listened to them? See, my life story wouldn't have been my life story. It would have been their life story, because then I would have been following them. See, but what I did was I did what I needed to do. I followed my mother and my father, and then I had no choice but to follow my friends. So I went and got a job. And I'm saying, but that's evidence in my life story, because I'm saying, well, if I was a fugitive of the law, then I wouldn't have been able to get those jobs. I would have been put in jail, right? So I'm saying, see, I'm using everything that I did as evidence of everything that I did. See, I'm saying, well, if I worked at the beginning, to get to where I'm at, then I don't mind working to show where I was. But now nobody wanna judge nothing. So I'm saying, well, what's true in my life story, right? Am I not a legal flame that was once a historical flicker? Because my history is my story. How can you take my history out of my story? See, I'm saying, well, this is when I started listening to you, because I had no choice. You wasn't going to help me. But now when I did what you told me to do, you act like you want me to do that forever. And I'm saying, well, man, if I was barricaded in the house, well, what I'm doing on a job? I'm saying, man, y'all people crazy. Then they say I'm crazy. And I'm saying, so you saying I didn't work at the post office? I didn't have to, yeah, man, but you lost it. I'm saying, well, that's a lie, man. How did I lose it if I'm in court showing you the people took it? Oh, man, but they've been doing, I'm saying, so you know that they do it. So you telling me to accept them taking mine because they may have taken yours. And I'm saying, well, no, well, bro, if they took yours, this what you could do. Man, I ain't mess with them people. I'm saying, so you just gonna let them take it? And now you mad with me because I did what my mother and father told me to do and I stopped them? Now you're gonna take my life story and throw it away. And then tell me to live this lie and call it my life. So this is what I'm saying to you kids, right? Well, if they'll make me give up on what I earn, how can they get anything from you for what Jesus did? That's like you going to work and somebody else getting your paycheck. So if Jesus didn't take no money when he fed the hungry, why is the church leaders taking money to tell you Jesus fed the hungry? So why am I paying you if I'm still hungry? Why don't you do what Jesus did? Feed me, right? But now, why would a man want to bring his family to another man to feed them? Well, wouldn't his wife start looking at that man as the feeder of her? See, and wouldn't that be what the preacher want, right? That now your woman is coming to eat out of his hand? See, but a real man would then create other men and be like, hey man, you go home to your family and take this, and now you will see how I felt. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, being able to provide for your family. So then, but man, I got to go to work every day, man, and fight to provide for my family. I'm saying, man, what is your problem? But that's what I'm saying. Like, sick people are sick. See, they think they healthy because they've been taught that sickness. So a blind person is blind until they touch the heat, right? Now, when the heat come down, the flame is there, not everybody see. Now, how can you put the flame out without people seeing you? See, that's what I was telling my friends. I'm saying, well, look, man, this is my life story. And I'm living it. So people gonna eventually see I'm living. Now, what you telling them and what I'm doing, I'm living. They gonna see me. Now, you telling them I'm crazy, that's gonna work for a while. But after a while, they gonna see that you trying to run me crazy. Because I see it. And I'm saying, well, man, what about your life story? And see, so who is Satan? See, because you say you commanded by God if you a reverend. See, so you saying that what you doing to me, you're commanded by a God. Whether you call that God Jesus, the Prophet Muhammad. But I'm saying, well, I'm not commanded by no God because I'm my God, right? Now you say I'm crazy. And I'm saying, for being my God, so what you said Jesus was crazy, And now you say Jesus is God. But you 2,000 years after they denied Jesus. So now I'm 15 years after you denied me. I'm still here being denied in my life story. Now then they tell me about Moses' life story. And I'm saying, but while my life story is being lived, it's not being written, it's being lived. But now they saying that I'm not supposed to say that you're denying me of my prosperity. Because you want to say I failed when I was 39. And I'm saying, well, if I failed when I was 39, why am I so successful at 54? They said, well, you ain't got no money. I'm because you stealing my books. You stealing all my wealth and then telling people I'm crazy. But then I'm saying, well, if you stop stealing from me, I won't be poor. But you saying, well, you don't want no money. I didn't want the devil's money. I wanted my people. But now that I wrote my books, well, now you saying that because I didn't want the devil's money, you could steal my books? So see, this is what I'm saying. Are you not commanded by the devil, or are you commanded by God? You commanded by Satan, or because you got to be Satan according to the definition, because you say you following a God. That's what you testify. Jesus is your Lord. So you saying that you're not in control of your actions. And according to the definition of Satan, you are an angel who in Jewish belief. So if I was a Jew, you who deny me of my truth would be commanded by God to tempt me. Now, if I show you in the Bible where Jesus said Peter was Satan to him, and he was an offense to him, that's in the Bible. Now, wouldn't my friends who appear to be angels, but they come to me with what they believe religiously, wouldn't they then turn into Satan's angels? Because they not listening to my evidence, and I have lost 15 years of my youth. Now, how do you return youth? See, so what I had to do was gain experience through my youth, and now I'm giving you my knowledge that I had to gain while I spent my youth. See, now I'm 54, but if I wouldn't have wrote over 100 books, I would have wasted 15 years. See, now I'm showing you how I used 15 years, but I still lost 15 years because I lost 15 years with my wife and my children. See, so the devil done put me in prison, or Satan, his God, done put me in prison because he want to stay out of prison because his plot didn't work. So that's why my life story is sad, but it's beautiful because I'm telling it. See, don't nobody believe it, but I'm telling it. And I'm saying, well, I'm using the language of my country to discern the understanding of my country to my country. I'm using the dictionary. So I'm saying, well, listen, I'm dealing with this angel right here, and it has invaded my friends, it has invaded my family, and it's got a God. So if in the dictionary Satan has a God, why can't I be my God? Why can't I be the being that is perfect in goodness and wisdom? See, you know, these preachers speak of wisdom. See what I'm saying? But I'm proving that I am wisdom. I am my wisdom. I am my understanding. Okay, wisdom. See, they are in the future. They're gonna speak about me, but in the present, I am speaking for me. See, that's the difference, right? That 100 years from now, they're gonna talk about me, but now that I'm talking about me, I'm in exile. Look what they doing to me. Look what my country is doing to me for defending the Constitution that it gave me an oath to defend. It's got me living in squalor. But now, the president that done violated the Constitution, this man goes to court in a private jet. Oh, but it's over now. I got to get back to that.